So as I was walking down the same trail that I go on, especially the same one that I go on during these outdoor vlogs, usually it's the same one, I found another trail. You like right down here and it comes up here. So I never been up here before, and as you can tell, it's a little bit noisy because there's a highway right there. So it kind of breaks that peaceful nature type of thing, but whatever, I still want to explore. And ironically enough, it kind of resembles what I wanted to talk about. Not knowing where you're going. As this trail, I don't know where this is going to end up. So, and as in my life right now, I don't know where I'm going to end up. And that's what's scaring me right now. Because I feel like at this point my life is on a cliffhanger, which is, maybe that's the wrong word to use it, but I just don't know where I'm going to end up right now, and that's what's freaking me out. I'm worried I might be ended up back on the streets again, or homeless, to make it sound less graphic. Because I can't stay where I'm living at anymore. I can't do it. It's a very, if not extremely stressful environment. And I can't deal with it, from the bug from the bug infestations to the disruptive neighbor upstairs who pretty much bangs and screams every loud bad word you can find in the English dictionary every 2 hours, as if she never sleeps. And plus, basically my SSI is paying rent for a stove that doesn't even work, window that's fixed, because I mentioned to them before, but even I don't know what to do. I want to recover from depression, but living in a place that's stressing me out is not making that possible. And I knew for a while that if I can find a new home, a place where I don't have a history of trying to hurt myself there, because that's actually one of the big ones. I actually tried to kill myself there. Not only did I overdose, but I actually filmed it, because I felt like, that's what people would want to see. People enjoy my pain. So I'm like, fine, I'll film it. So, but, once I got out of the hospital, I actually did take it down, so it's nowhere to be found at this point. Besides, that was years ago. Each day that I'm alive, despite the fact that it's just a waste of time, I want to live, or as much as I can, or discover a way how to do it, because I honestly don't know how to live, because I've isolated myself. I consider my apartment my own personal cemetery, a good place to kill myself, because no one would ever notice, and that's why I can't stay there anymore, unlike the other conditions, but that's the big one. And did you know, well, of course not, because no one knows me. I'm just like invisible. Well, in Minnesota, in a way, but every night I actually sleep on the floor. I sleep in the spot that I sleep at is the same place I tried to commit suicide. And let me tell you, that does not help matters. If anything, it drags my mood down. It makes me feel suicidal, because I tried to kill myself on that same spot. And I don't feel like going anywhere. I almost didn't come out now, but I think, like I'm saying, I'm slightly more motivated now to want to help myself. such as why I do vlogs, because if I had a therapy, if I was assigned a therapist, I would have to wait. What the hell was that? It's like a branch or something falling. But if I had a therapist, I would have to wait a week or a month, depending on the availability. So basically, wait a week or a month for one session, and that'll be it. Hold your feelings and thoughts for all that time. When I can do vlogging, I can do it anytime I want. So yeah, that's one of the benefits for vlogging, and that's one way to help myself. But unfortunately, I need to help myself even more, because I can't stay there anymore, and so that's the uncertainty that I'm facing right now. I think I'm hitting a dead end here. But that's the uncertain. I'm getting my apartment lease soon, and which means probably around a month, because you're supposed to sign it within 2 months, which means in around a month or so, I have to decide whether to stay there another year, risk hurting myself again, because I'm telling you, I don't know if people are going to ever understand this. When you do something to yourself, like suicide and self-harming, it becomes like your own personal space. Like, you know you're going to be safe there from doing whatever self-harming activities you want to do. It's not just that, it's like I really can't stay there because of things, just the conditions of that place. I can't be there. But the suicidal part of it is definitely one of the biggest parts about staying there. How am I supposed to move on if I continue to live in the very place where I tried to take my own life? I'm at a point now where I want to finally say no. I can't stay here. I have to find another place. And that's the uncertainty I'm talking about. Wherever I go to. Like, as of now, while I still believe that my death will lead me to the only happiness I deserve, which is to be killed off, while I believe, that's true, at the same time, I kind of want to move on. But I don't know how to move on, and even if I did, where am I moving on to? I'm going to be 32 this year. Well, actually this month. September 18th, my birthday, which usually is the day of doom, the day I'm always depressed, because I'm always alone on my birthday. Always. No happy birthdays, no happy birthday cards. I don't care about gifts. I just want people to talk to me. I don't care about gifts. I just want to be accepted by somebody. That's what's most important to me. So, yes, my loneliest day of the year. Although, to be fair, I'm thinking about going out to Sky Zone, which is like this trampoline park I've been wanting to go to for like over 2 months now. I found that out by accident from a prank video I was seeing, and one of the prank videos took place there. And I kind of did research on where they went, and Sky Zone was the place. So I'm thinking about doing that for my birthday, but again, the only money I get is from, my SSI pays my rent, so it's basically paying for the place that's mentally breaking me down, and, okay, yes, I do appreciate having a place to stay, but it's definitely not a home. I don't consider it a home. If I say home or something like I'm going home, that's basically just on accident, because I don't consider it a home. A home is a place that you miss, but literally, when I am on my way back there, I don't feel comfort. I feel fear. Like, I feel fear, I feel uncomfortable, I feel like I should be killed there, and I don't want to be there. I can't. So I may have to say no to my apartment lease, and that's where the uncertainty is. I don't know where I'm going, but I have an idea where I want to go. Okay, look, I never really wanted to move to Minnesota in the first place. In fact, that was the biggest mistake of my life, because I never wanted to be here. In fact, the only reason why I'm here is because when I was looking for a new place or a place to stay, actually in Florida, one of my, well, I did find a roommate. At the time, I was trying to, I, I think what I wanted was to see something new, but I did it in the worst ways possible, like not planning ahead of time. I was just making an impulsive decision. And unfortunately, when you're depressed, the one rule that I'm just now discovering is that never make a major life decision while you're depressed. So, if anyone ever sees this, I doubt it, and that person is currently depressed when they watch this video, if they ever, never make a life decision while you're depressed, because I ended up in Minnesota, the one place where I will never be accepted, and a place where I never dreamed of being. Like, I never thought about this place, like, not one time. And I've been here for 10 years and been miserable the entire time. Okay, yeah, true. You're not really supposed to run away from your problems, but at this point, I'm in a bad situation, and I need to get myself out of it. And that's the uncertainty. What if it leads me to be homeless? What if it leads me... I don't want to be a bum. I just want to find a new place to stay. A place that I can call home. So I can... Here's the thing. As a person that's not... I'm not a confident person. If anything, I'm the most unconfident person, because I don't know how to live. I repulse everyone with my looks alone, so why should I be confident? I'm pretty much a burden to everyone that currently has a pulse. But despite that, I'm confident that once I move out of this apartment, I will be better off. I am 185% about that. Because sometimes when you live in a place, I think it's affecting my health and my person. It's giving me stress. It's making me, like a few weeks ago, I felt so stressed out, I actually put a knife to my wrist. I didn't actually cut it, was just a butter knife. But because I'm stronger now than I was when I was in my 20s, I didn't do anything. I was able to put the knife back down. And I can't be in a place where it's giving me impulses to go through all this shit again. Like, I'm about to turn 32, and I still don't even have any life experience, because depression pretty much ruined my life. And I'm at a point where I'm still depressed, but not enough to say I don't deserve to live, or deserve not to deserve a life, because I do deserve a life now. But I'm afraid it's too late anyway. The damage has been done. I can't do anything about it. And that's what worries me. The uncertainty of where I go from here. Because I don't know what to do. The only thing I know is that I need to get out of this apartment. And with my only income being SSI, and I get like $300 a month from my EBT card, you know. If I save for the rest of the year, not my SSI, my paid handles it, and which is probably for the best. If I save that, I should be able to um, get a new place. But here's the thing. This is where the uncertainty gets even bigger. I never wanted to be here, but I did always wanted to live in a warmer climate because heat actually helps me, not the freezing cold. Because not only I get cold very fast, like I freeze extremely fast, and for that detail alone, I shelter myself, I hibernate, which drives me crazy because I like to be an outdoor person again. And so I might have to do the whole take a risk thing again, but because even if I found another place in Minnesota, it's going to be sub-zero degrees for the next 6 months, which means the chances of me actually walking out and enjoy the day is very slim. Now, I never wanted to be here in the first place. I'm only here because my roommate found out, or my would have been roommate found out I was still looking for roommates after we agreed to be roommates. The only reason I did that was because by then my trust in people was pretty much dying down, and maybe I should have trusted him. He was a nice enough person to let me stay there and let me find a new job there, and I ended up here instead, and the rest is a depressing history. Now, I think I would rather, if I was to say where would you go that you think you can be much happier in, although no matter where I go, life will still be, I swear I should have bought some bug spray. There's like bugs crawling all over me. Let this video be a reminder. What was I going to say? Oh, so no matter where I go, whether I'm staying here or not, which is pretty much an uncertainty, I have to understand that wherever I go, life will be very limited. Especially if I move to Phoenix. I mean, I did agree to not move there at first, but only because you really do need a car to get around. But honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I already picked out the school I wanted to go to down there. I wanted to go to Phoenix College for 2 years, and I don't know about going to university because I don't know. Yeah, I would enjoy the thought of it, but right now I just want to do community college if I ever find myself in a position to even do that. Like I'm saying, if I say no, that would mean I have 2 months to find another place, or I'm out on the street again, and that's what I'm worried about. If I say no to a very unhealthy environment, then I risk living on the street again. And I'll tell you this, I already made a promise to myself. If I go homeless, I will not try to survive. I won't. Look, I can't talk now. I already agreed that my death is the only way to experience happiness, because I am a useless piece of shit. Hold on. Bugs are starting to crawl on my face now. Look, so I already agreed that I wouldn't try to survive because I'm useless. There's nothing in the world that needs me. You know, no one needs me. I can't do anything. I screw up everything. You know, and it's obviously that I am the most hated person alive. So I don't need to survive because I'm already useless. So if I go homeless, that's it. I'm done. I'm done with life. Now, I understand that there will be difficulties even if I did find a place. That I can deal with as long as I have some place to live. And I really do want to go to Phoenix. I've been wanting to go there forever. Because I'm a heat type of person. That's one of the reasons why I want to go down there. If I'm in a warmer climate, and I think for people who enjoy the heat and they are depressed, I think they should be in a warmer environment. Like, take Minnesota weather. The reason why I feel even more of a failure, because one, I wanted this to be my summer, where I got the courage to do more things, but a lot of those opportunities were blocked because it's always storming here. Seriously, there's like not 1 week can go by without 3 to 4 days of rain or a thunderstorm. And then it was 49 degrees one day in the middle of summer. Phoenix does have monsoon season, but I take that over a bipolar weather where it's hardly sunny to begin with. What you're seeing is pretty much a rare blessing now. It's like a clear sky, but that very rarely happens. So, honestly, I don't know what to do. And because I'm still going through depression, I can't really make a decision. Which means that if I ended up staying at 1320, if I end up staying at my apartment, that means a whole year of going to stress. A whole year to make me wish I was dead because I failed to free myself from that place. I don't know what to do, and that's where the uncertainty is. I don't know what to do, and even if I did know what to do and made a decision today, I don't know if that decision is going to work out or not. And knowing my luck, I will end up on the street. That's what I'm fearing right now. I will end up back on the street, and if that happens, I'm done. I will find a place to hide, depending on where I'm at. If I'm in Phoenix and it turns out I can't go into an apartment I was looking at, then I will just go in the desert and let the heat kill me. Or I don't know. I wouldn't kill myself. I'll just let life do it. Because, like I said, I already feel like death is the answer. So for me to continue to spend time in another place, in a place that is continuing to encourage me day by day that I do not deserve to live, despite the fact I'm trying to fight those thoughts now, I really think the best thing for me right now is to say no to another apartment lease. And if that was the case, I would have to go to Arizona, look at another place, and then have SSI transfer my the money I get to another payee in Arizona. There's some work that needs to be involved, but if I can find another place where I can live and have more time to recover, then I will be better off, because I will have not only a place where I will feel comfortable on being there, I can actually motivate myself to go out all the time, because I certainly can't do that here, especially with fall coming, and fall season's very short, and it storms here non-stop. Well, I guess it's not storming now, but I don't know. I have all these thoughts in my head, and I'm panicking. I don't know what's going to happen to me. That's what I'm scared of. I'm scared I'm going to be killed off, whether if I'm responsible for it or not. There's a part of me that does want to live now, so that's better than nothing. Because if this was like 6 or 7 months ago, I would have said fuck life. But now I'm saying fuck life, but at the same time, I want to experience it, but I want to go through a transitional period, and I feel like at this point that's what I'm going through now, is a transitional period. So I don't know what's going to happen to me. I may end up dead because I failed to find another apartment. So, and that's if I say no to another apartment lease. But if I say yes, I may end up dying in that apartment in the first place. Well, actually, no, technically not, because I already made a decision. If it came to... See, here's the thing. My passion for suicide is dying, but I'm still having thoughts about it. Like, already decided, if I wanted to try to end my life again, I would do it by drowning. Because for me, that would be a cruel irony, because I love the water. So what better way to end my life than drowning? So, I was thinking about that the other day, actually. So, fuck it. I mean, I want to experience life, but not if that means just ended up on the street because I tried to do the right thing by moving out of a stressful environment. I mean, that's crazy. I'm depressed. I don't want to be depressed anymore. I want to move on from it, but it is extremely difficult to do that when I know which apartment I have to go back to. Because it's just too much. I shouldn't live in a place where I tried to end my life in the first place. And you know what's even more fucked up? When I tried to kill myself in that apartment, I wasn't even there for a week. Probably I was there for a couple of days. I know for a fact I wasn't even there for a week. I can't tell you how many days I was there before I tried to end my life there. It was probably around 6 days. But I don't recall being there for a week before I tried that. So, and I've been living there since. And had I moved out earlier, I probably would have been better off by now. So, that's uncertainty for you. I guess I see where it goes from here, but I definitely needed to vent because I'm afraid where my life is going to end up right now, if I do try. I mean, I'm scared right now.